Hi, I'm Indiana Swainston. I am a video editor studying sound, high certificate sound at SAE in Cape Town. My project is called Life as We Know It. In the process of studying sound and sort of fine-tuning my ability to hear, through that I noticed that I pick up on or focus in on very different sounds than I normally would.
My name is Reed Breitenbach. I started studying at SAE this year, met Indiana through class and doing projects here. So yeah, I think you had an awesome idea, and yeah, it was really easy working with you. So I think you knew exactly what you wanted. Got everything super quickly. There was no umming and ahhing of what we should do. That's me acting like properly for the first time. But I mean, you knew exactly. You came to me and said, okay, we're going to do this. We're going to drive here. We're going to go do this. I love the choices of like picking up an apple. Where am I buying a vape? Where am I going to smoke the vape? Where am I going to eat the apple? So it's really like a contrast between the decisions you can make in your life and where it's going to lead you. So I thought that was super interesting.
Yeah.
It's all eco-friendly futurism, basically.
Yes, exactly. So when I started developing this idea, the other thing that came to mind is the fact that how do you go about convincing someone of an idea? I thought it would be more effective to show these small changes because I felt it would have more of an impact. And so that is why you see essentially the exact same scene because it's taking place in the present, but it's contrasted. It's what you choose to do. And the only way you can really tell what the difference is a really subtle feeling. And that's why the only telltale that I'm actually putting in is the sound.
There definitely is like a point where everything dawns on the viewer, like a realization point. Like you might not, and I think that adds to it. You don't really want people to know what's going on in the beginning, and eventually you realize, oh, it's a thing about choices.
So it's been an interesting experience acting in my own project. For example, there's this one scene where I have fake nails on. These electric purple long nails. And I've never worn fake nails before. It felt a lot like bear claws. It was like, and you can actually see in this scene, I'm explaining that it feels like I have bear claws and I'm in a river and I'm about to hook a fish out of the water. And I was just having so much fun.
Okay. Hi, I am Marina Erasmus. I am the voiceover artist for this project, and I've been always wanting to do voiceover, so there was a slight subliminal messaging of like, I know how to do voiceover, ask me. I was busy with class, and then you were telling, who was the lecturer at the time?
Danny.
Heard you were telling the story, and I really loved the way you scripted that advertisement and what you were telling, and I was like, this person seems like they are a good storyteller and might be useful to introduce myself to them. 90% of the time you don't see the script beforehand, so you won't necessarily have prep, so it's a lot of improv. So improv is heavy. However, you told me beforehand and you sent me the script beforehand, I was like, I can prepare then a little bit. So the idea about it was to try and make the recording session as seamless as possible. So goes back to, you're a good storyteller. Because the way you wanted the type of sound was the story, was the sound was necessary for that particular part of the story. And that's a very important part in acting in voiceover, is how you sound and how you sound contributing to the story.